Do you want to avoid getting manipulated, let's say, by your algorithm? Watch this video. I'm going to have some techniques you can use to make sure that you're not taking in the wrong information the wrong way. What's up? Hello. How are you? I am Francis Ufamadu, and this is Way to Work, my thoughts and recording on the way to work. I hope you're having a good one. So today I'm on just to express some thoughts I had on my way to work. And I felt like putting it in a recording, hence what we're doing here. Something I noticed recently and something I've noticed increase in my life is my social media algorithm catering to what it thinks I need to watch. Which means if I spend any amount of time on a certain piece or type of content, it's going to assume that's what I want to watch. In some cases, that works. I think in some cases, it's very beneficial depending on what kind of information you want to receive and what information you want to take in order to learn more about yourself, the world, your spirituality. And I think the algorithm wins in those moments. But where I think it hiccups is when it comes down to only showing videos that divide you. Now, I think the videos that get shown that I'm referring to are informative and are great ways to learn. But if you take in that information the wrong way, I think it can hinder your growth and your openness for receiving information from the other side that is getting presented in these pieces of content. And the videos I'm referring to really pertain to our relationships as men and women in the world, or just things that put you almost in a space where you have to choose a side. My personal algorithm, what I take in is usually what I take in when it comes to these types of videos are viral videos of women doing messed up stuff. Nothing crazy, just like treating men poorly, and they get viral. And my perception is, oh, that's a shitty thing to do to a guy that was trying to be a certain way. And I agree with the guy, right? I agree with the man's side and viewpoint. But then I start to think, if this is only what my algorithm is showing me, right? Then that means women are always wrong and men are always right, which is not the case, which is not what I truly believe. And that's where I think we can start getting messed up on these algorithms, right? If people are watching these videos nonstop due to the way social media passes out information in a constant realm, in a consistent way, we're digesting information at a incredible rate. And if the only information we're taking in is information of one side always being right and one side always being wrong, we're going to start closing out the ideas that both sides could be right and both sides can be wrong. And I think that's just very dangerous space to not allow into your life. So one thing I started noticing, like I said, is that I was getting the viral videos of women being wrong and the guys were right. And I just thought to myself, well, this just isn't correct. And my algorithm is showing me those videos because I in a way let it think that's what I want to watch. And most of the time it is. But then I'm missing out on things I can learn outside of what it thinks I want, you know? It's giving me what I want when I really need to start watching what I need. So when it comes to what you're watching and ingesting with the algorithms that are on your social media, it is time to make sure you are aware of what you're bringing in, and make sure you're aware that though you're always seeing these valid videos of your side being right, you have to know that it's not always like that. You have to know that it's always, you have to know that it's not always like that. Let's just say that. And I feel like you have to get to a space where you understand that there are right sides on both sides and there are wrong sides on both sides, or wrong viewpoints and right viewpoints. And again, the algorithm gets a lot of things right. That's just one thing I've noticed that I haven't really been rocking with, because I don't want to take in information where I'm always right. That's just exhausting. Where's the learning in that? Where's the opportunity to grow my knowledge base? And if you're in a space where you're only ingesting or you're only watching the videos that the algorithm wants you to watch, it's okay in a sense. And I don't have the answer to this, but we do have to start training the algorithm to show us what we need / what we don't think we want, but give us things that are going to teach us and grow us in a way that's going to be good for our long-term longevity in just building relationships with the opposite sex, building relationships with people on the opposite side, and making sure you're doing your due diligence making sure you're doing your due diligence to take the right step forward. Open up your arms to people that are closed off. And I think with that growth, not only will you improve, but people around you can start seeing your example and start growing for themselves, and start at least opening the door to the thoughts of improving in that realm and in that space of knowing they're not always right. One side isn't always right. One side isn't always wrong. It's really about how can we come together to make sure we learn one step at a time and grow into a better space for each other. I'm currently myself facing certain things with a relationship where I'm getting distracted by Guardians of the Galaxy in the background. But I'm currently in a place in my relationship, and it's a place where I'm like, okay, this is what I want, right? I only want to do things I want. And now I'm reshaping and retraining my mind to put myself in a space where I need to take in what I need. What does what I need look like? It's not always about what you want. It's not always about the easy route. When it comes to what you need, that's a more interesting journey. That's a more intriguing growth. That's something that's going to challenge you and ultimately put you to that next level. And that's somewhere I truly want to be. I want to be challenged. Though it feels like shit. Though getting challenged doesn't feel good all the time, the end result is going to put you at another level that you weren't at before. And I just think that's worthwhile. I think that's worth experiencing, is going through challenges and learning more about yourself, learning more about your strength, and getting stronger. If you grew up like me, you watched a lot of anime, okay? And the base of a lot of anime that got shown in the Western side of the world were characters seeking to become stronger. Their dream was to become strong. And every task that they faced throughout their journey showed how strong they were not, showed how weak they were, until they just kept going, just kept climbing, just kept getting better, to a point where you can see them and think to yourself, wow, we saw them started from the bottom, now we hit. Thank you, Drake. Started see them from the bottom, and now they're at a higher level, and they only got there by challenging themselves and being faithful in their own journeys. And that's where I want to be. That's the mindset I have to have in order to get to the next level. So as far as algorithms go, they're going to show you what you want to see. But try to get into a space on figuring out what you need to see. What's going to challenge your mindset to improve? What's going to challenge your mindset to change for a better tomorrow? Just be careful about what you ingest, because again, social media is moving so fast. The amount of information we can take in a short span of time is very easy it's very easy, I think, to ingest something or ingest information and get conditioned without even knowing it. So, first step, I'm not even going to say start searching for things that will help you. First step, become aware. Just be aware of what's going on and what you're taking in. Second step, start making moves to start taking in information that can challenge you and make you open up and change for a better tomorrow. And step 3 is just take what you've learned and practiced and take it into the world. Start being the better version that you want to see when it comes to relationship building, and watch the things that come your way move and build and grow in a way that you weren't expecting, and will put you in an advantage in life, because a lot of people don't do it. So that's my 2 cents on the algorithms. They're beneficial. They're also detrimental. And I'm glad I said detrimental, because I don't ever use that word, and that is top-notch vocabulary. But yeah, just be aware of what you're taking in on a daily basis. Be aware of how fast you're taking it in, and just start navigating around it to the best of your ability, and start using it to your advantage on how to learn more about yourself and learn more about the opposite. I don't even want to say opposing factors, just people that aren't you. You can start learning from people that aren't you and start growing to a place where all the information you take in, it doesn't, like, you can agree with certain things now and be okay with the disagreement that you feel, but you acknowledge the agreement that they feel, and just be in a better space with your emotions, because a lot of people close off growth because they're not trying to hear the other side, or they're not trying to learn and grow about other people's perceptions. Like, that's just not good for your health, and your emotions will be more balanced if you can learn how to accept other viewpoints. I don't have to agree. I don't have to live the way you're living, but I see you. Avatar, I see you. I see you. I see you, though. I see you. I don't agree with you. We ain't riding on the same wave. You're not invited to my birthday party, but I see you. I see you. But outside of that, you be beautiful. You be blessed. I am Francis Ufamadu. This is Way to Work. And yeah, peace out. All love.